So you're attending today. So let's talk a little bit about payment options and how the actual calculation works. So on the slide where we looked at your individual estimate with the B on the top right, and you will want to still be looking at that estimate as we go through the next several slides, I mentioned that the base pension is called a single life annuity with a 60-month guarantee. So this type of pension, it is a monthly pension payable for the retiree's lifetime. Okay, that's what a single life annuity is. It's something payable for the retiree's lifetime. There is no maximum number of payments. The monthly pension will continue until the retiree passes away. Okay, so you will get a monthly pension every month from when your pension starts until such time as you, the retiree, the carpenter, pass away. However, built into that single life annuity is a 60-month guarantee. That means that there is a minimum of 60 monthly payments guaranteed in case you, the carpenter, you, the retiree, do not actually live for 60 months after your pension starts. And we'll look at an example of that on the next slide. The important thing to understand here is that the monthly benefit continues for the retiree's lifetime. Even though there's a minimum of 60 payments guaranteed, that is only in case the carpenter passes away before 60 months. There's no maximum number of payments. Okay, so for however long you, the carpenter, are still with us, you will continue to get monthly pension payments for your lifetime. In fact, the longest pensioner, the person who has been on pension for the longest period of time right now, has been on pension and receiving a monthly pension payment for 42 years. The gentleman is 97 years old. He started pension when he was 55 years old. He's gotten 42 years of payments, and his current monthly amount is a whopping $460. So a lifetime benefit. We're certainly not kidding around. I can guarantee you that based on the example I just shared with you. So the calculation of the monthly benefit is reflected on your personalized B estimate. Okay. So we are taking the number of years of pension credit that you've earned, okay, and that includes any extra halves and quarters, the 1.25 or the 1.50. The example here is based on a July 1st effective date because the benefit accrual rate is not going up to $125 until July 1st of this year. So it's the monthly pension credits multiplied by the $125. This particular retiree is already 61 years old. He's worked for 41 calendar years, and he has earned the 49.5 pension credits in those 41 years due to those extra halves and quarters. So because in this example, the carpenter, the retiree, is 60 years old, there is no early reduction factor for the carpenter's age. So it's a straight multiplication, 49.5 years of pension credit multiplied by the $125 benefit accrual rate that will go into effect on July 1st. That gives this particular carpenter a monthly pension benefit of $6,187.50. And that monthly benefit, again, is for the carpenter's lifetime. Now let's talk about that 60-month guarantee. Okay, if in this example, the carpenter only receives 48 monthly payments, and then the carpenter passes away, we have not fulfilled our minimum guarantee of 60 months. So the retiree's designated beneficiary will receive 12 more monthly guaranteed payments at this same monthly amount. Okay, so the retiree's gotten 48. 48 plus 12 is 60. And that's how we're getting these numbers here for 48 and 12. Okay. However, if the retiree passes away after receiving 60 or more monthly payments, no additional monthly pension payments would be due to a designated beneficiary. Now, those of you who are married or those of you spouses who are listening with us today, don't panic just yet. I promise you we'll talk about some options later in the presentation that discuss how the carpenter can leave a surviving spouse a monthly pension benefit in case the carpenter passes away first. Okay, so for right now, I'm just making sure that you understand the single life annuity with the 60 certain guarantee. So this next slide is an example of a calculation for a retiree who is not yet 60. So in this example here, the carpenter is 58 and 2 months. He's worked for 32 calendar years. And due to those extra halves and quarters available from 1989 forward, he's earned 42 years of pension credit within those 32 calendar years. Okay. So we take the 42 years of pension credit, we multiply by the $125 benefit accrual rate, which will be in place as of July 1st. And then because in this example, the carpenter is not yet 60, there is an early reduction factor involved. Okay, so as I mentioned on a prior slide, the reduction is 5% for each year younger than 60, but it's prorated by month. So the early reduction factor here is 90.833%. So because the retiree is 58 and 2 months, he will be receiving 90.833% of the base pension, 60 certain amount, that would have applied when he would be age 60 in the construction plan or age 65 in the Millman plan. Okay, so that leaves a monthly benefit amount of $4,768.73. By the way, monthly benefit amounts get rounded up to the next 50 cents. So when we actually process this particular carpenter's pension, the monthly amount will be $47.69 because it rounds up to the next 50 cents. So our next example is of an individual with what's called a 3-year calculation break-in service. So in this example, this particular carpenter is 58 years old when he's going to start his pension. He worked here in the Mid-America Council from 1988 to 1996 and earned 11 3/4 years of credit during that time frame. And then he stopped working here or stopped earning credit here from 1997 to 1999. So that's a 3 calendar year period, 97, 98, 99. That's a 3-year period without any credit. But then he returned and started working in covered employment again for a signatory employer and worked again from 2002 to 2021 and picked up an additional 21 3/4 pension credits. So it's a 2-part calculation when there is a 3-year or more calculation break-in service. So this credit earned from 1988 to 1996, the 11 3/4, is paid at the $50 benefit accrual rate, which was in place in 1996. And then the credit that was earned from 2002 to 2021, that was an additional 21 3/4. That's paid at the $125 accrual rate that will go into effect in July, assuming, of course, that the carpenter is waiting until July to commence the pension benefit. Now, in this example, this retiree is also 58 years old, so that's 2 years younger than age 60. So the reduction factor is 5% for each year that you're younger than 60. So you're 2 years short of 60, or this example, the carpenter is 2 years short of 60. So 5% times 2 years is a 10% reduction. So this retiree will be receiving 90% of the base pension amount because pension benefits will commence early, prior to age 60. Okay. So you see the 2 separate calculations. we add those two amounts together to get a monthly pension benefit amount of $2,975.63. So that will be the carpenter's monthly benefit amount for the carpenter's lifetime. Now, when we look at these examples that have an early reduction factor, a lot of times they'll get a question during a webinar or during the in-person seminars. Well, then what happens when I reach 60? Does that early reduction factor go away? And the answer to that is no, it does not. So if you commence benefits prior to 60 in the construction plan or prior to 65 in the Millman plan, that age reduction that you will incur is a permanent age reduction for your lifetime. It does not go away once you reach age 60 or 65. So it's a permanent reduction.